Hello and welcome to my meditation. Sorry about the hissing noise in the background. I've got my pressure cooker on. My place is very small. So, I had the guidance last night to change things up a bit and to do a healing meditation. So, if you didn't know, as well as being a psychic, I'm also an energy healer. And my energy healings are very powerful. They tend to get to the root cause of things that's going on inside of you. I do private ones, which will be quite different than this meditation because this is a general healing for all of you that are watching this. So let's do it. And meanwhile, you'll be meditating too while you're receiving this healing from me. So let's start off. Oh, this will go for half an hour, by the way. Directly afterwards, I'm going to go live for the members of this channel. I'll be doing some live readings for the members that show up to that show. So if you'd like to come to that, you can just click that join button that's down there and you'll be invited along to that in half an hour's time. So if we start off by relaxing our nervous system, and we'll do that by taking some deep breaths. Breathing in, and then slowly breathing out. Deep breath in, and then release it really slowly. Another deep breath in, and releasing it slowly. Now if you'd like to follow me, moving around the body, we're going to find areas of tightness or any holding that you're doing and let that go. We'll move around quite fast through the body, so you're just releasing and letting go each part as we get there. We'll start in the left toes, into the arch of the foot, to the heel, the ankle, up the calf to the left knee, and from the left knee up the thigh, to the hip. Feeling the femur within the hip socket and just letting that go. Moving around to the back now, the glute. Feeling that left glute, whatever it's touching, whether you're sitting or you're laying down, and just let that muscle go. Let it be supported by whatever it's on. Into the right toes now and the arch of the foot, to the heel, the ankle, up the calf, to the right knee. From the right knee, let's move up the thigh to the hip, feeling the femur within the hip socket and just letting that go. No need to hold on to the hips. Moving around the back to the right glute this time. Let's feel what it's resting on. Feel that point of contact and just let that muscle relax, rest, melt away and be supported. Into the left fingers now, into the palm of the hand and the thumb, to the wrist. Let's move up the forearm to the left elbow. And from the left elbow, up the bicep and the tricep to the left shoulder. Let it release down and away from the ear. Into the right fingers, and the palm of the hand and the thumb, to the wrist, up the forearm to the elbow, and the right elbow, up the bicep and tricep to the right shoulder, and feeling that shoulder relax down and away from the ears. Starting at the base of the spine, let's extend the spine upwards, so stretching yourself out, make yourself a little taller, moving up the spine, until we get to the neck. When we get to the neck, let's move our right ear to our right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. Looking over our right shoulder and over the left shoulder. Down to the ground. And then up to the sky. And then your head coming to rest where it's balanced so that the neck is nice and relaxed. From here, let's move into the jaw. Releasing the jaw, resting your tongue on the roof of the mouth. Up through the cheeks. Letting the eyeballs relax back and down into the eye sockets. The eyebrows relaxing apart. The forehead. And all of the scalp relaxing so the ears move down slightly toward your shoulders. And now let's rest our focus on the third eye, the space between our eyebrows, but up a little bit from there. And we'll keep our focus on the third eye for the rest of this meditation. Notice any distractions as they come up. Accepting the distractions, whether they're noises like the cat, like the pressure cooker whistling away, like sensations in the body or emotions arising, subconscious thoughts. Just notice it all. Accept it. Don't attach to it. So I'm going to generate some healing energy now and sending it out to all of you that are doing this meditation, whether you're here live with me or watching the replay. You're all going to get some. Notice any feelings that you get. When I'm doing this, my hands start getting very hot and buzzing. You might notice similar sensations as I'm sending this energy to you. Be aware of your body now. Any new sensations that arise, just make a note of it. That's where your higher self has decided to send that healing energy to. So there's somebody watching, either here live or the replay, with it seems like sinus trouble. It's actually an infection that at the root of a tooth, and I'm just watching as the guides are using this energy to ease that. There's a lot of pressure there. It feels like a lot of pressure around the nose, sinuses, and the front teeth. Now let's go and get it checked out by a dentist as well. Of course. Lots of white light being sent there now. Someone else with back problems. It's like upper mid back, I would say, on the left hand side mostly. There's a lot of heat being sent there now. And there's some resistance from the person with the back problems, a resistance to it being healed. Are you holding on to it for some reason? Perhaps you only get cared for when there's something wrong, and so you want to hold on to it. Perhaps for sympathy. No, it feels more like care from others. The guides are asking you to let go and receive this healing. You can also open up to being cared for by others too. Not just when you're not feeling well. Okay, there's grief behind it, that's why. Thank you for opening up. So, a lot of emotional energy there. It feels like you've been grieving for a long time. Being helped out by Archangel Michael now. He's connected with that grief. He's releasing the attachments, there's guilt there. The attachment, the emotional attachment to that. He's releasing those. Okay. Someone's got something going on with their right ear. It might not just be the right ear, it might be, so I'm feeling a bit of, sometimes the guides give me the same sensations. Feeling a bit of a headache there on the right hand side, but around the ear. So don't worry if that's you and it gets just a little bit worse while we're working on it. Start to feel it a bit more. It often happens when we're doing some healing work. It stirs up the energy. should be easing up now. For anyone else who is listening to this meditation or watching it, you are receiving the healing energy. I'm just being guided by the guides to get specific with some people. So just be open to receiving, and it might be your turn next. But you are receiving the healing energy, everybody, while I'm doing this. And that's for those of you that wanted to be next. You're already getting it. Okay, someone with gastric problems now. Gastric isn't the way that I would usually put it, personally, but that's what they said, gastric problems. Those of you that have already done this, that energy is still there. I'm still feeling it in my ear and that my left sinus in particular. So you will still be feeling those sensations. They're still working on it. Okay, these gastric problems, there is a fear behind it. It's like anxiety and fear that can sometimes give you headaches too. It's the same energy that's behind the gastric problems. It's you could really use lots of relaxation, perhaps guided meditations like this, but spending time, perhaps a few times a day, actively relaxing. You know, I'm getting a load of wind coming up now. You might have a bit of reflux and things going on. The guides give me like a gentle version of it. Sometimes it can be a bit much for me personally, giving the energy healings. Humming. The one with gastric problems, humming will help. If you hum, it will release that. It's like a tension, like a holding in your stomach. It feels high up. Humming, if you hum to yourself, that will help you relax and it will help release it. Yeah, that's why it's connected with the headaches too. It's so when you hum, they're saying there's the vagus nerve. It relaxes the vagus nerve connected with your stomach and with your brain, of course. Humming will just help it to release all of it. Now that they're focused on someone that's got joint problems, specifically in their hands, knuckles. But it's something in the blood aggravating the joints. So they're clearing. So they're not just working on their hands, they're working on the whole of the circulatory system. You might feel some pulsing through you and a little heat in your blood while this is happening. Okay, now it's focused on my cat here. It's just joined us behind me, and her right ear. I can hear a tune like someone's mobile phone is going off. It made my eyes dance while I heard it. So if any of you want anything specifically healing, just leave that open to receive in the chat or in the messages, in the comments below the video. Just open to receive. So back to the first person. Still working on that. It's like there's some pressure in the left sinus. You might feel it starting to release now. Sometimes it takes us a while to release our barriers to receiving this healing. There's always a reason why we're holding on to things. So can everyone focus on their third eye now? There's some energy being given to all of you through your third eye. down through your third eye, down your chakras to your heart chakra. It looks really beautiful. Like a lotus, like the energy coming down through the third eye and then kind of splashing out like a lotus in the heart. Now they're working on the root chakra. You might be able to feel that. That's where we hold a lot of our fear energy, basic survival fears. It's the root of the lack consciousness. Bit of a stirring up of the energy there going on. You might feel circular movements down at your root, your bum. Okay, now the energy is moving up through your chakras. Slowly. So now I'm going to seal that energy in. If you like to imagine a bubble around you, totally encasing your body, a bubble big enough to completely enclose you. Just imagine that, sealing it all in. Sealing out the old energy. Okay, so that's where I'm going to end this meditation. That was nice. I hope you enjoyed it too. Different kind of a meditation. I like that. Let's do it again tomorrow. Thank you for meditating with me and receiving the healing. Let's do it again tomorrow. Thanks, Terry.